on this. Lovely.
Good to know.
Okay, hold on, share and present. All right. So, first of all, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We know you're really busy. We're going to move fast because we want to get you through this and get you out to do whatever you're doing. The main focus of this meeting is telling you the big things, especially between 7th and 8th grade. For those of you who don't know, my name is Mike Major. That is Miss Reeves, no longer Miss Crowley. She got married over the summer. It was beautiful. We had a great time. I'm sure if you ask her in person, not right before band class, but like maybe after school, I'm sure she'd show you a couple pictures. It was beautiful. We had a great time. All right. So it's going to be a great year. We are already, we don't like to say this out loud, but all the band classes are doing better at this time of the year than they were last time this year, right? Last year at this time. So we're very happy about that. Lots of changes for those of you that are joining the advanced band. They're your teachers. I teach honors band and concert band mainly. Miss Reeves is still in there also. Miss Reeves teaches symphonic band. I'm in there too. Mrs. Solis, who is Mrs. Hall, Miss Hall, she teaches honors and symphonic percussion. And then Mr. Lewis is also from North Skeet, like Miss Hall is. He also teaches the honors and symphonic percussion. You won't see them very often except at concerts because they're like right now they're over at North doing they're outside doing marching band. Okay, so we start every parent meeting with this. In our mind, behavior is the biggest thing. Discipline for us comes before instruction. We want your kids to be good humans. And hopefully after 2 or 3 years with us, they've learned that and they get better at it. We use band as a tool to make your students a better person. That is our main goal. Hopefully we'll make some music too. Hopefully we'll sound great, but honestly, that is our secondary goal. Main goal is to make sure they learn hard work, dedication and getting all the things ready so they go to high school, they're ready for high school because high school is a lot. Anybody that has an older sibling or a child in high school band, they know it's a lot, but it's workable and it's doable. So we want to make sure they're good. We're also going to be on them in all classes. I was up during Miss Reeves's band today, taking care of some things that we need to take care of. And we tell their teachers if they have any problems to give us a call to make sure, because we want those band students to be good students. Okay. You have probably already gotten way too many emails from me about t-shirts, but as I've always told you, I want to over communicate so you know what's going on. Most of our messaging is done through email. We'll also check our IO. The best way to get a hold of us is email. If you call us, we will return your phone call if you leave a message. But we teach basically starting around, that says 8:10. It's really about 8:45 till about 4:45. And we don't stop. We have a little bit for lunch. But if you call, we will get back to you. It just is going to take longer. Email is the best way to get a hold of us. And at the end, we'll show you our email addresses, although you probably already have it from me at least. Okay. There's our QR codes. We will put this up at the end and leave it up while we answer any questions. If you have questions, you can put some in the chat. Miss Reeves is on her computer over there and she will put it in there.
Real quick on me and should I talk here?
Yeah.
Me and Mrs. Solis's emails. So we are both in the process of getting our names changed. I'm actually doing that for myself legally on Thursday. So it's likely that our emails, our Mesquite ISD emails will also change when/if that happens. We will make sure we let y'all know. But it's likely that our emails will change. We don't know exactly what, we don't know when, because it just takes, we've been told it's quite the process. It takes a couple months. So just so y'all are aware, at some point, Mrs. Solis's and my emails are likely to change.
All right. Yeah. Hopefully you've seen the weekly newsletter every Sunday at 3:00. The big change this year is your first block in that email is always your weekly schedule. Any event we have during the week will be on that schedule, whether it's parent meetings or sectionals or performance or anything else. That is where it's all going to be. And if we give out handouts during the week, we'll put them on that Sunday newsletter. We try, except for t-shirt week, try not to blow you up in the week. We know you're all busy. We want to respect your time. So we try to get that done all in the weekly newsletter. If you'll take 2 minutes and read it, you'll get all the things. If you need Spanish translation, it's at the very top. It says translate, put in Spanish, and it actually does a pretty decent job. It's not great as is any, computer translation, but it's not bad. Right?
All right, social media. This is nothing new for y'all. We have social media. We have Facebook, McDonald Middle School Band. We have Instagram at McDonald_band, and we tend to post a lot on there. Just, photos of them in class, or we'll post about events going on in there. But your biggest place to get the information is, again, on the Google Classroom or through the S'mores or through Mr. Major's emails. But social media is still fun.
Right? Oh,
Oh,
sectional.
I can talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, so sectionals happen once a week, every week. And they're
Try
the
to answer this
same,
question.
they're the same day. Oh, there's a question. We're moving around. Okay, they're the same day each week. So your student should have gotten an orange sectional schedule that tells you when it is. If they're an honors band, it'll say honors and whatever their instrument is, and that's their sectional time that they're supposed to go to. If they're in the symphonic band, they'll either they have the choice. They can go to the honors band sectional for their instrument, or they'll either go to the motion sensor or they'll go, sorry, y'all. There we go. Motion, we were too still for too long. Anyway, if they're symphonic band, they can choose to go to the honors one, or they'll go to either symphonic one or the symphonic brass sectional. Unless they're percussion, they've got their own one. But they are given a grade every week for their sectionals, for whether or not they show up and they're on time for their sectionals. And it is after school only this year. I know last year some people had some morning ones. This year we made sure to do after school only. They're very important. They are required. And if there's a conflict, we're always happy to excuse that. But we tell our students that they need to communicate it with us ahead of time, and also that we need some sort of contact. So if they have a doctor's appointment or something, that is fine. We are happy to excuse that. But send us a doctor's note, either on IO or through email, whatever. Just send us that note and it'll show up as excused in the grade book. But we've got to have that note or that contact from the parent to make sure that we actually are able to excuse that. We're going to rotate. Oh, here's the sectional schedule. So you can see when your student has it. If your student is in football or volleyball, not volleyball, volleyball's in the morning, football or anything like that, we have worked with the coaches. They know that if they have a game that they just communicate with us, we will let them out in time for their game. If they have practice for whatever sport, for cheer, whatever it is, they've been excused from practice for our sectional time, and then they're able to go back to practice. So.
And then one thing about this, if your student is in concert band does not have sectionals. It is a small enough group where we can break up. Starting next week, we're going to be breaking up a lot, pulling students out one at a time or small groups at a time, so they don't have to do that outside of school. Right?
Talk about this.
All right.
I got it. Okay, so practicing, yes, practicing is very important. So we have more performances this year, especially for our 7th grade students. It's more things that they're going to have to learn than they did last year. So practicing is very important. They will get a practice assignment every day in class, just like normal, something they should work on, and they are expected to practice. If you don't want to hear your students practicing at your house, they are always welcome to come practice in one of our practice rooms here, either in the morning around like 7:30 we're here. Or if they want to come after school, we're here till at least 4:30 every day, except Friday. On Friday, we like to say we're normal teachers. On Friday, we go home at a normal time. Practice logs are still a thing. The 100 requirement goes up a little bit from 6th grade to 7th grade. So you'll see on the thing, they need to practice 120 minutes to get a 100, and these are due tomorrow. So I brought them over, so they all have different colors, but that's what this is what the practice logs look like. And then each semester on the back of their practice log sheet, it'll say their pass-offs for the semester that they're required to get. This year we did it a little bit different. They're all due on the same day. They're all due on October 10th. So they have plenty of time to get those in and to do them in the order that they want to do them. But if you're wondering about their progress on that, their little pass-off charts are going to be in Google Classroom, or you can look at the back of their sheet. And it'll tell you how they're doing on that. But that's their big 9 weeks test grade every 9 weeks.
Yeah. And I'll link that on the S'more newsletter this weekend so you can see it. It is public knowledge. We don't hide that. You can see it whenever you want to. We have one student who has already done all their pass-offs for the 9 weeks. Two students who've already done all their pass-offs for 9 weeks. Three students. I only do have one. 3 students have done it all. One has got, I think, 2 left. So you could get them done and knock it out and have to just be done with it. They can do online pass-offs from home if they like. If they have more time, that's fine. But like I said, after we got done teaching at 4:30 and I was doing pass offs till 5, happy to help. All right. Private lessons. This is
Okay,
Miss
there's a
Reese.
lot of me. Okay, private lessons. So, if you're interested in private lessons are an opportunity for your student to work with a professional on their instrument, once a week during their band class. What usually happens is they come into the band class, they pull the student out into one of these practice rooms, and they work with them, and they just they help them get better. A lot of times we see, or actually all the time, our students that are in lessons tend to progress faster than other students. And that's super important in 7th grade, 8th grade, especially if they're looking to make that all city, all region band, especially if they're just looking to continue to progress on their instruments. Private lessons are going to be the number one thing that's going to help them get better. And you must turn in a form to enroll. So they've been sent home private lesson packets. If you're interested in that, I think Mr. Major sent that out as well on this more. Or your student can ask me. We're giving out packets through the end of this week. We extended our deadline a little bit. It was last week. It's now this week. They're able to turn that in until Friday. And the lesson cost is $22 per lesson. We do have scholarships available to students who apply for those. If you apply for that, it's more than likely going to work out if you apply by Friday that we can give you that scholarship. We can't tell you an exact amount yet, but we can tell you it'll be less than $22. And then another option of getting them to be cheaper, if you're a student that's interested in taking lessons every other week instead of every week, that is often something we're able to do. Or if they have a friend that's about to at the same place on their instrument and they want to buddy up on lessons and split the cost to be $11 instead of $22, that's often something we can work out as well. This is an investment in your student's future. I know Mr. Major and I, we both got into college. We both got better at our instruments so much to a point through private lessons that we got into college and we were able to get scholarships into college because of those lesson teachers that helped us and because our parents invested in that for us. And so and even if your student's not going to do music in college, they give out band scholarships to students. Band kids get more scholarships than anybody else does. I know you want to talk more about
My
that.
wife was a clarinet player. She is not a band director. She's a regular old teacher. And she got a full ride scholarship because of her private lessons. All right, calendar. Hopefully you've seen the calendar. We try really hard to give you as many dates as we possibly can. If you haven't seen the calendar, you go to mcdonaldband.com and click on calendar at the top. And there's a copy there. There's also a Google Calendar that if you have an Android, you can add to your phone. If you have an iPhone, you can add it to your iCal. It's just a little bit more of a pain in the backside to do. And that way you can see it. Any changes will show up there first. If we have any big changes, we'll send it out to you. Now, one of the major changes from 6th grade to 7th grade, a ton more performances. Like in 6th grade, we had like 4 or 5. We have 4 or 5 before the first 9 weeks is over. Well, maybe before October is over. So there's a whole lot more. We're moving a lot faster in classes. So get that calendar. If you have any questions about a date, email me now. We can get you close to exact times. But the more you communicate, the better it is, and we can get you the right information you need. Right? Supplies. Here's the other big change. I hate this. But wind players, people that don't play percussion, your binder fee this year is $65. I should think $63. I'm so sorry. Everything's going up. Everything is ordered. None of this will be due until September, October. We understand the beginning of the year is crazy, close, all the things. 7th graders or 8th graders that need replacements, we'll get them charged. Percussion is going to be, I believe it's 23. The biggest thing is the tuner caddy thing that they should be getting. Hopefully they'll be here soon and we can get them to them. But it's just, I hate that. If you need extra time, please reach out. We are happy to give you extra time because we understand. I'm very lucky. One kid's gone. One kid just graduated college. But I completely understand. So just hit me up and tell me you need some more time. We'll make it work. On the money, everything is pretty much the same. Reeds are still $3. If you switch to tenor sax, bass clarinet, bari sax, that's now $5. You can pay it in the front office. Oboe bassoon are still $15. We are fully stocked on all our reeds now.
Yes.
We are fully stocked on our reeds now. So if you want to read, you can go to the front office and pay for it. They also do tap now. So if you have, if you have your card or the student has a card, You can tap it on their little thing. They also take Apple Pay. So if a student has Apple Pay, they can do that. Solo piano fee will be $20 again, just like last year. Band t-shirt, $10. The Epic Waters trip and the NRH2O trip, we are still getting the final prices down. We're trying to get it as low as possible. Those will be due for a while, so we'll make sure to get you all of those as soon as we have that information. Everything's online. It's in touch. Nothing is ready yet. We have a new financial secretary. She's still kind of learning the ropes. It's a lot. Band's a lot for her. I'm getting ready to blow her up next week with all the fees, and she's gonna go crazy. Again, if you need extra time, please just ask me. I will do everything I can. There are very few fees that have a hard deadline. So just give me a call, give me an email, message, all that stuff. Band website, everything you need starts there. McDonaldBand.com. Anything we give your kids, we're gonna put on the band website. All the events, everything we're putting up there. After this gets done, doing its business and I can't remember the word. It's been a long day. And it's ready to go. I'm going to post this on a band website. So if you had to go, you can go from there. Forms we've been talking about. Handbook forms. I think we have like 3 or 4 people left that haven't done it. We've been giving them a hard time. Instrument use forms, you've already done them. Private lesson forms, we've already talked about that. And that is it. We want to get you out as soon as we could. We will hang around in the chat if you have questions. If you want to turn your if you want to turn your microphone on and ask something, I'll be happy to answer. Here is the contact information. You can either scan it or you can take a picture of it and go from there. This is also on the band website. So again, if you have any questions, we'll hang out. If not, have a great evening and thank you so much. I'm gonna unshare my screen so I can stop recording. Stop recording. Oop, wrong button. Oh, there we go. Where is it? All these new things. I'm still learning how to get all this taken care of.